At a family dinner, my sister yelled across the table, accusing me of lying about cancer. At a family dinner that was supposed to be normal, my sister suddenly shouted from across the table and pointed straight at my husband, Eric. She accused him of lying about having cancer. Forks froze midair. I almost laughed because it sounded insane. Why would someone fake cancer for 2 years? I looked at Eric, expecting him to back me up, but he stayed silent as sweat formed on his forehead. That's when my sister reached into her bag and pulled out several pill bottles, lining them up neatly on the table like evidence. She said she found them hidden in the back of his closet. Each bottle was dated over the past 2 years. His chemotherapy medication. Every single bottle was full. My heart started racing as I turned to him, asking why he hadn't been taking them when he told me he was. He couldn't look at me. My sister, a nurse, explained calmly that she'd seen real cancer patients suffer and die. And none of his story matched reality. He'd gained weight, his hair had grown back, and he'd been lifting heavy furniture just weeks earlier. I stood up, shaking, and told him I had quit my job to care for him. I reminded him how I drained my savings and how my parents gave him tens of thousands of dollars. I talked about the panic attacks, the sleepless nights, and the 2 years I spent believing my husband was dying. Eric finally stood and said he was struggling and needed support. That was when my sister quietly asked if this had anything to do with Emma. Emma was our daughter. She drowned in the bathtub a year and a half earlier while Eric was home with her. My sister revealed she'd obtained the autopsy report. The timeline didn't match his story. There were 48 minutes unaccounted for, and Emma could have survived if help had come sooner. My legs nearly gave out. Then my sister read a text Eric had sent his brother admitting he'd fallen asleep and didn't know what to do. It didn't stop there. She uncovered a secret bank account holding nearly all the money we'd given him and proof. He'd booked a one-way flight to Costa Rica. He was planning to run. I realized everything at once. I hit him. My father hit him harder. My sister called the police. As he lay on the floor, bleeding, I knew the man I loved never existed at all.